is Kelly, or VC. This is week 3 of our virtual boot camp. And tonight we are going to be talking about how to do a live skincare class. And I am going to be doing a skincare class with guests who are being represented by some consultants tonight. And I just want to give a little bit of context and a few notes about the supplies I'm using ahead of time. So that way, as you are watching and taking notes, you just know how to be prepared as you are doing your own virtual parties. And so first of all, I have all of my demo products here, all the products I'm going to be talking about in my presentation. I have physically here on my desk so I can pick them up and show them as I'm doing my class. I also have my flip chart here. And so I still, after 15 years in business, like to use my flip chart because it just keeps me on track. So I have that right here on my desk for me to reference and look at. I also have, this is the packet that I would have mailed out to my customers with their samples. And then I also have a closing sheet. And so this is a little thing that I include in their packet with the set specials and deals. And so I have that handy. So when we get to the end, I can easily grab that to go over our pricing. The last thing I'm going to mention is that I also have a roll-up bag just with some product in it, so that way when I go over what the roll-up bag is, I have something handy to show them. I like to really romance how great our roll-up bag is and why they definitely want it as a free gift. And so just keep that in mind. Those are the things that I have handy. And so now we're going to go ahead and get started with Carolyn, who is our hostess, and her 3 guests, Joni and Kathy and Lisa. So welcome everyone. How are you all doing?
Great.
We're great.
Awesome.
Fabulous.
I'm so excited to pamper you guys and to get to know you. So let me just ask you guys a few questions to get to know you a bit. So Joni, tell me a little bit about you. Like, what do you do? Do you work full-time or part-time, or married, kids, grandkids?
I'm a stay-at-home mom. My happy anniversary, 38th anniversary is tomorrow.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. And I have 3 adult children, and I have one who's married, and I have a granddaughter named Margot, and she's 15 months old.
That's so awesome. Well, very cool. And have you tried Mary Kay products before, Joni?
Yes, I love them.
Good. I love to.
But I don't have a consultant right now.
Oh, that's perfect. Good. Awesome. All right, Kathy, tell me a little bit about you. Do you work full-time or part-time? You know, tell me about your family.
Well, I work full-time at a law firm. I've been there 8 years, and I have my husband been married 27 years, and I have a stepson with a granddaughter, and then my daughter has 3 children. So we've got a pretty big family. Yeah.
That's really great. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing. And Kathy, have you tried Mary Kay products before?
Yes, a long time ago, my sister was a Mary Kay beauty consultant way back in the day.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Awesome. That's really great.
Love it.
I'm excited to see what you think of the new and improved Mary Kay. So that's exciting. Awesome. And Lisa, how about you? Tell me a little bit about you.
Hey, I'm recently engaged.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I have a 20-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son, and I'm between jobs right now.
Okay.
And I have never tried Mary Kay.
Wow. Well, that is exciting. I'm excited to introduce it to you tonight. So that's great. Very cool. And Miss Carolyn, tell us a little bit about you, our lovely hostess. I know everyone knows you here, but tell us a little bit about you.
I am coming up to my 20th anniversary with my husband. The end of the month. We'll be married 20 years. I have 1 son and 2 grandkids, and I have one of the grandkids in college, so we're excited, but we're scared because he's in South Carolina. But other than that, that's it. And I love Mary Kay. I've tried it before, and I love the product.
Yay, I'm so happy to hear that. Well, good. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. And if we were all together in person, the first thing that I would be introducing to you is this amazing product right here. This is called our Satin Hand Set. And so I can't send you a sample of this in the mail, but I just want to tell you a little bit about it. If you are anything like me, you've been washing your hands like 1,000 times a day. And so This is great because it comes with a hand softener, it comes with a scrub, and then also a hand cream. And so this will make your hands super duper soft. And so this is just a great product to keep in your bathroom. It's a great product to give as a gift, especially if you know like nurses or teachers who are constantly using hand sanitizer and washing their hands, or just anyone around the holidays. This is a great gift to keep in mind for them. So this is something that we would be using and that you will definitely love to get your hands on, because you can also use it on your feet, which is also great. So that would be the first thing that we would be doing in person. But for tonight, let me just tell you a little bit about what to expect. We're going to be going over some amazing anti-aging skincare tonight. And this is actually the first of 2 sessions that you are entitled to with me, because tonight we're going to focus on just the basics and just educating you on how to take really great care of your skin. And then the second session is where we're going to get into more customized glamour and color and things like that, and teaching you how to apply makeup. And so you're going to have the option to you set up a time with me at the end. You can either do it one-on-one or with some friends and earn some hostess credit, just like Carolyn is earning hostess credit tonight for being a fabulous hostess. You can have the opportunity to earn your own shopping spree when your second session is with your own friends. And so we'll talk about that a little bit later. And so we're going to be introducing you to Mary Kay, introducing you to our amazing products, and then at the very end, I'm going to schedule an individual time to meet with each of you over Zoom, just to ask you a few closing questions, to see if you have any questions for me, and if you want to take anything home, and then just talk about your second session, okay? So we'll get to all of that a little bit later. But for now, I want to go ahead and introduce you to Mary Kay. Did you all know that she was a real person? Did you guys know that? Some people don't know that, believe it or not. And so I love sharing her story, because she truly was an amazing woman. And she was a single mom for many years with 3 kids, and she worked in a male-dominated business world for more than 25 years. And she kind of retired in protest after yet another man that she had trained was promoted above her and paid more. And so she retired just frustrated that she kept being overlooked for positions that she was well qualified for. And as she began her retirement, she wanted to write a book for women on how they could overcome the obstacles that she experienced in the workforce. And as she started making her notes for that book, she realized that she had a brilliant business plan, and that she should just create her own dream company instead of wishing that there was one. And so that's what she did. She kind of mapped out what she wanted to offer to women, and then she found a product that she thought women would love to sell. And here we are. It's been 57 years now that we've been in business, and she started this company based on the principles of enriching women's lives, putting God first, family second, and career third, and just really giving women the opportunity to be paid for what they're worth, and just, not have any limits, to be paid for the work that they are willing to put in. And so here we are, like I said, 57 years later, and we're still family owned, privately held, and debt free as a company. Isn't that amazing? And so I love to share that, because I just think that those principles that Mary Kay started our company with have really helped us to just stand the test of time. So a couple other fun facts I always like to share. Wouldn't you guys agree? It's so nice to do business with other companies that line up with your values. And so one of the things that I love to share is that Mary Kay is a company that is based right here in the USA. Isn't that great? And so we make and manufacture and distribute all of our own products right here out of Texas. And another fun fact is that we do not do animal testing. We are actively working with other countries around the world to eradicate animal testing. And so it's something that we're very, very passionate about. And I know that's something that's important to a lot of women as well. We also have a charitable foundation. And so we support cancer research for cancers that affect women, and then domestic violence prevention as well. And so I know that those are 2 causes very near and dear to Mary Kay's heart. And so she wanted to, find a way to give back consistently to those 2 things. And then finally, we have an excellent recycling program. We have a 0 carbon footprint, and so 0 landfill status with our distribution centers, which is a really big deal. And so we're always very conscious about the mark that we leave on our environments and our communities. And so I'm just really proud of Mary Kay for being so conscious about our presence in the world and how we can make our communities a better place. But I like to share that because wouldn't you agree, like we have so many options for our skincare and cosmetics as women, and it's just kind of nice to know where your dollars are going, right? And so that's why I like to just share a little bit about, you know, what we stand for and what's important to us. So I'm going to introduce myself a little bit later once we have our masks on. But I wanted to just tell you a little bit about, if you decide to become a customer, I believe there's some really great perks for you of having a Mary Kay girl. So first of all, you just have a more personalized and convenient shopping experience, because I'm the girl who's going to remember what your shade is. I'm going to, you know, remember what eyeliner you ordered last time. And so I just make it very simple for you by offering free shipping and delivery. I can be even better than Amazon because I can get you same day delivery if you are local to me. You can always try before you buy. And so that's really nice to have the freedom to like try and see and touch and, you know, see what the color looks like on you before you decide if it's right for you. But even if you should take something home and it does not work out, we do have 100% guarantee on our products. And so that means that you can exchange it or return it for a full refund, and it doesn't even cost me anything. The company will replace it because we want you to be, you know, fully satisfied with the money that you're spending on your products. And so how many of you have that graveyard drawer of products like in your bathroom? You know, like you bought a product and tried it and it didn't work, but you spent money on it, so you can't throw it out. So it just goes in the drawer and lives there for like 10 years. Anyone have that besides me?
Yes.
Yeah, so no Mary Kay belongs in there. So never feel bad to let me know if any of your products are not working for you, because I'll be happy to swap it out, okay? All right, so before we jump into the products that we're going to be using tonight, I just want to tell you a couple quick things about them I think are going to make you really happy. First of all, our products are oil-free, they're fragrance-free, they're non-comedogenic, and that means it doesn't clog your pores, and so they're not going to feel like really heavy and greasy on your skin. And they're also approved for sensitive skin, and so we really have something for everyone. You can always find something within our 6 skincare lines, and so one of the lines we have is called Time-Wise Repair. It's advanced age-fighting power. Another line is our Botanical Effects. It's great for teens who need a simple regimen. It's more plant-based. Another one that we're really excited about is our Mary Kay Naturally line. This is our first all-natural line of products, and it's certified by a third party, and it's a really big deal in the world of natural skincare. So we're really, really proud of that. Clear Proof is our acne treatment system, which is proven to show results within 7 days. And then we have a men's line because they need skincare as well. They're just a little bit more stubborn about washing their face, but they have skin too. And then the one that we're going to be talking about tonight is our Miracle Set 3D. And so this one is our main anti-aging line. It's perfect for anyone in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. Anyone who's wanting to be more like proactive with preventing signs of aging, or maybe undoing some early signs of aging, okay? So if the one that we're using tonight is not ideal for you, then you have several other options that you can choose from, and we can talk about that when we meet for our private consultation at the end. Okay, and so we're going to talk about our Miracle Set 3D. Are you excited to learn about some anti-aging? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. So did you know that only 20% of aging happens naturally? Did y'all know that? You know what that means?
Oh.
I know, isn't that crazy? So that means that we can prevent 80% of aging. And so I'm going to show you how to do that in just 3 steps twice a day. And so Mary Kay has spent 5 years manufacturing our Miracle Set 3D, and it has a Good Housekeeping seal of approval. So we're very proud of that. But one of our main ingredients is called encapsulated resveratrol. I know it's like a really big word, but what you're gonna find when you research this ingredient is that it really reverses the signs of aging. And so, fun fact for you, resveratrol is what plants will produce when they are injured or damaged. And resveratrol is also found in wine and dark chocolate. So there you go. Next time you have a glass of red wine, you're gonna be like, I'm anti-aging, so this is great. All those antioxidants. So our set is called 3D because it defends, delays, and delivers. And so it defends against free radicals that make you age, is loaded with tons of antioxidants. It delays the look of premature aging with our SPF 30. Plus it has other great ingredients like resveratrol, vitamin B3, and peptides. So those all make a big difference in delaying aging. And then it delivers results in just 4 weeks, which is really lightning fast for a skincare line to have proven results. So I'm sure you're extra excited now to give this a try. So before I have you open up your samples, I just want to mention one more thing just about good skincare in general. Did y'all know that there's actually 5 important steps to good skincare? Like 5. Does anyone know what they might be? Go ahead and you feel free. I used to be a teacher, so I like class participation. So if you, what do you think we should be doing to our skin every day? Joni?
Cleanse it.
Yes, that's the first thing. Good. What else do you guys think?
Moisturize it.
Yep, moisturizer. Good job, Lisa. What else?
Exfoliate.
Yes, exfoliate, Carolyn. That's good. What else do you think? Joni?
Tone.
Tone. That's like the toughest one. Not everyone gets that. So good job. You're smart. And then there's one more. Think about, what should we be doing when we walk outside, especially in the summer?
Protect.
Protect. Yes, protect. So there's cleanse, exfoliate, tone, moisturize, and protect. Those are the 5 important steps of good skincare. But I bet you that when I said there's 5 things, some of you in your mind are thinking like, oh my gosh, I totally do not do 5 things to my face every day. And luckily, Mary Kay was so smart. She decided to put 3 of those steps into 1. And so our cleanser will cleanse, exfoliate, and tone for you. Plus it has the added benefit of brightening. So it's a 4-in-1 cleanser. So what I want you guys to do is take your sample packets and go ahead and rip off the cleanser packet there. And you're gonna just open it up, and you are gonna need to get your fingers a little bit wet. So you either wanna have a bowl of water with you next to you, or you wanna just, take your phone with you or whatever device you're using and go over to the bathroom and just get some water on your fingertips. But we have 2 formulas. Normal to dry is gonna be creamy, and then combination to oily is gonna be more of a gel. And so you're gonna need more water to make that lather. And so what you're gonna do is get some lather going in your fingertips and then go all over your face in little circles, just like that. And so what you're gonna notice, do you feel those little beads in there? Those are gently exfoliating. And so you're removing, that dead skin that was ready to flake off. You're cleansing, so you're getting into your pores and drawing out all the dirt and dust and excess makeup and things like that. And then you're toning, which helps to keep the pH of your skin in balance and refine your pores. Okay, so you're doing all of that at once. Isn't that great? And then did you notice that light scent? Like, it smells really nice, doesn't it?
It smells good.
I know, it's so great. And that is not added fragrance. It's just the scent of the natural botanicals in the product. So I love that. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and wipe off your cleanser. You can either use a washcloth and completely wipe it off, or you can rinse your face at your sink, whatever is easiest for you. But this is a step that you want to do every morning and every night, twice a day. And, even if you don't wear makeup, it's so important to wash your face when you go to bed at night, because there's still dirt and dust, and there's stuff in the air, and it lands on our skin all day long. And so you want to wash your face before you go to bed, because every night you don't, you're actually aging your skin like 7 to 10 days. Isn't that crazy? It's really kind of gross. I know. But sometimes I have to share the not so fun facts with you to start some new habits, right? So you'll definitely want to wash your face every morning and every night with your cleanser. Okay, so how's everyone feeling so far? Your skin feeling good?
Good.
Awesome. Great. Okay, and so the next product that we're going to focus on, this is not a daily use product, but it is part of our spa line, and this is called microdermabrasion. This is just a twice a week product because it's deeper exfoliation. Okay, and so this was your 4-in-1 cleanser, and that, again, twice a day, every day, but microderm is just twice a week. And so if you have this little sample with you, what I'm going to have you do is do just 1/2 of your face, because I want you to see and feel a difference. Okay, and so there are 2 steps. Microderm Refine is the gritty one, and then there's a pore minimizer that goes on afterwards. And so go ahead and open up your packet, your little sample packet of the Microderm Refine. You don't need to use all of it. I should have mentioned that before the cleanser, but you do not need to use all of it. I'm sure you're noticing a little bit goes a long way, right? And so what you're gonna do is just squeeze a little bit of that product onto your fingertips. Make sure you get them wet because this product does need water to make it lather or, you know, kind of move on your skin. And you're gonna just scrub in little circles on your forehead, cheek, nose, and chin. And you're gonna notice how gritty that is. It feels kind of like liquid sand. And so what this is gonna do for you is kind of like a skin polisher that gives you instant results. So it's great for fine lines, blackheads, large pores, acne scarring, wrinkles, you know, name it, you name it, it does it. And so it's awesome because it gives you that instant gratification. And so what you're gonna do, like I said, twice a week, I like to do like Wednesdays and weekends. That's how my brain remembers to do it with the W's. Or you can pick your trash days, whatever works best for you. But I like to leave this step in the shower and then rinse it there. And then I put on my pore minimizer afterwards, okay? But this is very similar to salon grade microdermabrasion. The only difference is that our crystals are more rounded instead of jagged. And so you're not gonna have a lot of redness and irritation from like micro tearing of the skin. So if you're using this at home, you can go ahead and splash your face to rinse off all of the microderm step 1 that we're fine. And again, I definitely find that this is easiest to do in the shower just because your face is already wet and it's easy to rinse everything off in the shower. So, okay, how does that one feel? What do you guys think?
It's good.
Nice and smooth, right? Good, okay. So what we're gonna do is move on to our next product. I'm gonna come back around to the pore minimizer because we're actually gonna do one more step that we're gonna leave on, and that is our charcoal mask. And so our charcoal mask, this is such a treat, you guys. You are gonna absolutely love this product. And so what's gonna happen with this one is you're gonna put it on your face and leave it on for 20 minutes. And so I'm gonna set a timer. This is one that you would do 2 to 3 times a week. And so I want you to go ahead and start applying this to your skin. You're gonna put it on your whole entire face. And you want it to be fairly thick. You don't wanna be able to see your skin like through the mask. And so go ahead and spread that all over. I personally like to use our masking applicator brush because it's kind of like silicone and like a spatula, and it's really easy to apply your mask and you doesn't get your fingers dirty. So this is something that I love and that I recommend when you are using your mask. So let me tell you a little bit about charcoal and why it's so effective. And I'm gonna actually set a timer so that we know when to take it off. Okay. So when charcoal goes through a special heating process, it becomes activated. And activated charcoal is known to absorb up to double its weight in impurities, and it digs 3 layers deep into your skin, acting as a magnet to pull out those impurities and unclog your pores. And so as a result, your complexion is gonna look more clear, it's gonna look healthier, and your pores will be minimized. Isn't that great? All good things, right? So you're gonna have extracts of peppermint and rosemary in there. And so it's gonna probably feel kind of cool on your skin. And it's gonna smell really nice too. You'll also have honeysuckle and navy bean extracts, and those are known for their brightening properties. And so it's gonna help to brighten the appearance of your skin. Then you're gonna have kaolin and bentonite clays, and those help to absorb excess oil and reduce shine. So lots of things working in this mask for you. And what's super cool is as this dries, it's gonna go from a dark gray to a light gray, and you're gonna start to see little dots where it's pulling out all the impurities in your skin. So kind of gross, but also very satisfying to see that it's working. If you have any like active breakouts, a lot of times what you'll notice is there's little white dots there, and that's just the mask pulling out the bacteria that is in those breakouts. And so just kind of wait and see what happens, and you'll be amazed at how your skin looks and feels after this. Okay, so while this is sitting, I'm going to mention a couple of other products that I usually like to highlight when we are in person doing appointments. One of those is called our Satin Lip Set. And so if you have dry, chapped lips, this is a product that you would absolutely love because it has a shea butter or shea sugar scrub that helps to exfoliate the dead skin off of your lips. Have you guys ever used something like this before? Or any of you addicted to chapstick? Because I know I certainly was.
No.
Me.
Yes, Lisa, you're like, yes, that's me. I totally needed my Blistex like every day I left the house. And if I left the house without it, it was going to be a bad day. You know what I mean? Like, after 10 minutes, you need your chapstick again. And the reason for that is because it has drying agents, like alcohol in it. So that's why you need it all the time. It feels good and waxy for a few minutes, but then you need it again. And so what I love about our satin lips is that the sugar scrub actually removes the dead skin that gets built up. And then the Shea Butter Lip Balm goes on to really hydrate and heal your lips. And so I only put this on once a day at nighttime. I leave it on my nightstand and my lips are nice and soft all day long. So, okay, anyone excited about that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So other than that, the one other product I always like to highlight is our eye makeup remover. This is, if you were doing a color class with me, this is something that I would have you use to take off any current eye makeup that you have on. But this is something that you want to shake and mix it up because it has two formulas with different densities, but it helps to remove waterproof or regular eye makeup. And it's just super gentle on your eye area. It's safe if you wear contacts. And it conditions your lashes, and you definitely want to be taking off your eye makeup every single night before you go to bed, because y'all know that we have like eye mites that live on our lashes. Did y'all know that? I know, it's really gross. It's a gross thing. And so if we have mascara on there, like it's just, it's just not good. So you want to make sure that you are taking off your eye makeup every single night and really cleansing that area. And you don't want to just use regular cleanser. You want to use an eye makeup remover that's safe for that eye area. Okay. Alrighty. So how is your mask feeling so far, ladies? Can you feel it starting to tighten a little bit?
It's tightening up.
Yep.
It is tightening tight.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I can't wait to see what it looks like in a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead. This is a good time while we're waiting. I'm going to just share my story with you guys a little bit and introduce myself. Just so you know a little bit more about me. But, I have been building my business in Mary Kay for 15 years. And I was a college student when I was first introduced to Mary Kay. And this is something that was never on my radar. I did not even know what Mary Kay was until I sat down at that party, to be honest. But my mom hosted a party and I was there and I was excited about playing with some makeup. And I had a lot of fun. And at the time I was going to school for elementary education, I always knew I wanted to be a teacher ever since I was in 3rd grade. And so I had my career path planned out. So I wasn't looking for anything extra, but what I was kind of interested in was something to make extra money while I was student teaching, because that was going to be a year where I knew I was working full time and taking classes full time, and I wouldn't have time for a job, on top of my internship. And so as I was playing with the products, I learned a little bit about the business side of Mary Kay, and I was really impressed to find out that, number one, there were no quotas, and that meant this was a very flexible opportunity. Number two, I was impressed that the profit margin was 50%. I thought that was pretty great. If you're going to invest your time in something, you want to make sure you're getting bang for your buck, and I thought that was impressive. And the fact that there was a 50% discount, because I'm a bargain shopper, and so that sounded really good to me. And so I figured I'm gonna have skin the rest of my life, might as well pay half price instead of full price, right? So I decided to give Mary Kay a try, not with the intentions of doing anything huge with it, just for something fun, a way to make a little bit of extra cash while I finished out school, and then to have kind of as a side hustle during my student teaching year down the road. So fast forward, I got to student teaching. I started doing this, pretty consistently on the side, and it was making some great extra money. I was having fun. But halfway through the year, I really discovered that I didn't think I was meant to be a teacher in the classroom. So after 5 years of tuition, sometimes you figure out that it's not the path that you want to go down. Has anyone ever been there? It's a little bit, surprising when you get to that point in your life. And so I was so grateful to have Mary Kay already in my life as a plan B, because I started to see, just some more opportunities with that. And it started to pique my interest for, something more. I saw these women who were successful in Mary Kay, who were you know, able to have a great successful career with a great income, but also be at home with their families and not have to put their kids in daycare. And that was something important to me. I always wanted that choice because my mom stayed home with us as kids, and I wanted that option for myself someday to be a stay-at-home mom with my kids. And I love the fact that they were just, you know, they had perks like free cars in their driveway, and it's just really great friends and great people in their life. And they were really happy and fulfilled. And I really wanted the life that they had. And so I decided to pursue Mary Kay instead of teaching. And honestly, you guys, it was the best decision I made because here we are, you know, maybe 10, you know, within a year of that decision, I was able to become a sales director and earn a free car myself, which again, never in a million years imagined I would be doing. But that decision has allowed me now to live out the choices that I always wanted. You know, now I have an almost 1-year-old little boy, and I get to be that work from home mom that has a great career with an income that helps my family. But I also get to be where he needs me most, and that's, you know, with him, and being able to be there for every step. And so I just really love the choices that Mary Kay has provided for me and my family. And in addition to, you know, that, you know, just the great women in the community and the culture that it has. And so it's just brought me a lot of joy and a lot of great perks and a lot of choices that I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity to have. So, you know, whenever I share my story, I find that it sometimes sparks some questions about, you know, how this whole Mary Kay thing works. And so I always like to open it up for some questions at this point and let you put on your thinking caps. And I would love for you guys to ask me a couple of questions. What would you be curious about? Let's just pretend that you were going to consider a Mary Kay opportunity for you. What would you want to know about how this business works? Who wants to ask me a question first?
How many hours do you really work?
So I'll say that again because I saw hands all go up, which was awesome.
Okay,
Carolyn.
how many hours do you really work?
How many hours do I really work? I would say I probably work 20 hours a week.
Wow.
Yep. And that, what I'm doing in those hours is I'm holding appointments like this. I usually do at least a couple a week. I am, you know, working with some of the ladies on my team. I am sharing and educating people about our business. I'm working with new consultants. I am doing some meetings. And so there's a wide variety of things that I do in that time. But what's nice is that there are days when I have, like, you know, pretty solid hours of work that I do and I have childcare. But then there's a couple days a week where I really don't do a lot of work because I don't have childcare on those days, and I'm just more present, you know, with my son, and maybe just, you know, doing a little bit of work during his nap time. But what's nice is that I get to choose those hours, and then I only have a few nights a week that I commit to working, and then the rest of the nights, 4 nights a week, I'm not working and I'm with my family, and, you know, I get to choose what that flexibility looks like, which is nice.
Okay.
Kathy, did you have a question?
Yes. Okay. At the beginning, did you ever run out of customers, and what did you do to build that up?
Yeah, you know what? That's a great question. So in the beginning, like, you do start with your friends and your family, and we do teach you how to network through those friends and family because they all know people that you don't know, right? And so for me, I kind of had to start, you know, over a couple of times because, you know, I started my business and then didn't do a lot with it for 3 years and came back to it. And then I moved across the country and, you know, from Michigan to Florida, and I didn't know a single person when I got here. And so I had to meet new people then as well. So there's lots of ways to meet people out and about in your communities. And I know right now in this virtual world that we're in, it's just a little bit different, but there are still ways that you can meet people virtually. And that's just something that we train you on as a consultant based on, you know, where you're at in your business and, you know, kind of who your network is. So we start there, and then we'll give you additional ways to branch out and meet new people kind of based on what your goals are and, you know, how you want to be meeting those people. But there's lots of ways to meet people either out and about in life, doing events, or other networking ways that we can educate you on. So good question. Joni, did you have a question?
Yes. How much does it cost to start your Mary Kay business?
Good question. So there's actually two options right now. So first, it's $100 to start your business. And with that $100 comes a starter kit of full-size products. So over $400 of product. A lot of that is what I'm showing you tonight. And it also comes with samples and all the supplies that you would need to do an in-person class. And even virtually, you're still using a lot of those supplies because I like to, show them physically what they look like, even as I'm talking virtually with people. And then the other option is a $30 option where you can not get any full-size product, but you do get your personal website for a year along with your credit card processing. And so that's a great savings because it's usually more than that to cover both of those things for a year. And so for $30, you can get started and then work on building that virtual business. Or you can do both. You can do the $100 and the $30 kit because then you're getting your product and then, your full-size product demo things, and then you're also getting your virtual tools. So, yeah. Who else wants to ask a question?
How would I receive training?
Great question. So we actually, every Monday night there's 4 other directors that I work with in our area, and we provide training on a weekly basis for consultants on Monday nights. We all meet on Zoom, and we go over things that you need to help you get up and running with your business and just to help you be successful with selling and growing a customer base and sharing our business opportunity as well. But then we also have recorded training that new consultants can access and watch as quickly or as slowly as they want to. And so based on how fast you want to get up and running, you can access the training videos and learn what to do to be prepared to hold online parties, how to book them, how to do them, and every skill that you need to know to be successful at parties. Okay, so yeah, there's lots of information that we provide, and that training is free and ongoing. But then in addition to that, there's lots of information on Mary Kay in Touch, which is our consultant website, and then also things in your starter kit. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Great question. Who else? Who else has a question? Any other ones?
How did you get into your car?
How do you earn a car?
Yes.
Okay, I love this question. So that's a combination of selling and team building. And so as you are growing your team, when you have 5 people, you can enter the qualification period to earn a car. And you have up to 4 months to grow your team to 16 people. And you and your team just need to be reaching a sales goal and a production goal. And when you do that, then you earn the car. And what's awesome is that you have 2 options. You can either take the car as a consultant. It's a Chevy Malibu. It's silver. They're not all pink, by the way, guys. Not all the cars are pink, just the Cadillacs. I'm sure y'all have seen those before. But it's a Chevy Malibu that you can take for 2 years, and they pay your tax, tag, title, and most of your insurance, which is pretty darn amazing. Like, think about that. What would you do if you had no car payment and no insurance payment? Like, would that help your family's budget a little bit? I think so, right? That would be pretty awesome. Or if you don't have a car payment already, then that, extra, you can take a cash option as well. And you can take $425 a month cash instead of the car. And so you have choices. And so you can either take that extra income to save, or by taking the free car, it's going to save your family some extra money. So isn't that great?
Yes.
So good question, Joni. Who else? Anyone else have any questions? Yeah, we're time for a couple more if you have any.
How do you get your 50% discount?
Yeah, as soon as you sign up to be a consultant, you can order products at half price. You just work with your sales director to place your first order, and she tells you everything that you need to know so that you can make the right decision for you with placing that first order and like what you want to get and how much product is right for you. Because one of the great perks that we have as consultants is that we can have inventory on hand. And so you get to decide based on how you want to grow your business and how you want to run your business, how much product is appropriate for you and your goals. And so that way you can be matching your level of inventory with your level of activity. And so your sales director is the one that helps you make that decision. And then she helps you access that 50% discount with your first order. Okay. Awesome. Well, those were some great questions, lady. We are just about out of time for our charcoal mask. And so what I'm going to have you guys do, first of all, before you wipe it off, look in the mirror, check it out. Do you see how like there's little dots forming like in your T-zone? Y'all see that?
Yes.
Yeah. That's all the dirt and the gunk that is pulling out of your pores. Isn't that crazy? It's also
Crazy.
very satisfying to see
Yeah.
all that stuff leaving your face, right?
Mhm.
So go ahead and either take a wet washcloth or you can go to your sink and splash it off. But something you're going to notice is that the mask, it like releases so easily when water hits it, because I know some masks out there, like clay masks, they're really hard to remove, but this one is super easy. And it comes off very quickly. And so that is just a really nice bonus for this product. But once you have that removed and your skin is dry, I want you to just feel your face, because it's going to feel super soft and smooth. And I can't wait to see what you think. So we're going to give everyone just a minute to get their face all uncharcoaled. So again, with the charcoal mask, that's something that you just want to be using twice a week. I like to try to do it right after I do my microdermabrasion, because I like to do microderm to deep exfoliate, and then my charcoal mask will deep cleanse. And so it'll get, better into the pores once I remove all that dead skin that's built up. So I like to do like microdermabrasion or some other kind of exfoliant, and then my charcoal mask right afterwards.
Oh, nice and fresh.
Nice and fresh, doesn't it feel so good?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. It's like a baby bottom, isn't it? Can you feel the difference between one side and the other with the microderm?
Yes.
Isn't that so cool?
Yeah, this is real smooth.
Mm-hmm.
I feel a little roughness on this side.
Mm, yeah. That microderm, it just helps to polish that skin. So we still need to do our microdermabrasion step 2, which is the pore minimizer. So if you have that little sample packet handy, you can open it up and squeeze out a little bit, and you're going to just rub that on your whole entire face. You can do your whole face, but that is going to just take it to like another notch, you guys, of smoothness. It's going to feel so good. But this is going to calm and soothe your skin, and then it's going to help to tighten the pores and minimize the appearance of them. Okay.
Okay.
Everyone doing good with that?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. All right. So we just have a couple more products, and then we're going to be all done. So the next product that we would do in our routine, so keep in mind, we just did 2 things that were not part of our daily regimen. They were part of our weekly, twice a week regimen. But on a daily basis, we want to cleanse. And then we're going to do our day or our night cream. Okay, so since we are at nighttime right now, we're going to use our night cream, which is this gray bottle right here. And so you can go ahead and use that little sample pack. You can leave the day cream for tomorrow and use that in the morning, because you should have some extra cleanser left. And so you're going to take your night cream, just a real tiny bit, squeeze it onto your fingertips and spread that all in. This is going to hydrate you for 12 hours. And the reason that we have a separate day cream and night cream is because your skin just kind of functions differently during the day versus at nighttime. So for daytime, you need that SPF 30. It's so important you have sun protection no matter where you live and no matter what time of the year it is, because we can get that sun exposure even just walking to the mailbox or driving in our car. So it's really important to have that. But then also at nighttime, your skin is more in like repairing mode. And so the botanicals and antioxidants that are in the night cream are going to help to accelerate that skin cell, rejuvenating process. So your skin is going to, it's going to be doing work for you while you're sleeping, which is great. And you're going to wake up with more healthy, radiant, fresh looking skin. Okay, so how's everyone feeling? That one feel good?
Good. Good.
Awesome, awesome. Again, that comes in 2 formulas, so normal to dry or combination to oily. So if the sample that you have is not the one for you, when we meet privately for our consultation, then you can let me know which formula you would prefer. Okay, so are we ready for eye cream? That's our last product.
Yes.
All right, so our eye cream here is the final product in our Miracle Set 3D. And the reason we have eye cream is because the skin around our eyes is different than the rest of the skin on our face. It's very thin. And so you want to use an eye cream specifically for that type of skin. And so this moisturizer for your face is too heavy for that delicate skin, but the eye cream is formulated to hydrate that really thin layer, okay? And so you want to pat it in with your ring fingers. That's your weakest finger. So you're just going to tap it in just like that all around the eye area. But what this is going to do is going to hydrate, firm. It will help to depuff and brighten that eye area, which is all great things, right?
Yes.
You can do this twice a day, morning and night. And it's going to hydrate you for 12 hours. Okay, how's that one feeling?
Good.
Love
Good.
it. Love it. Looks good.
Awesome. Okay. So normally, if we were together during the day, we would be doing 2 more products. We would be talking about foundation, primer, and CC cream, because foundation is actually the last recommended step in any good skincare regimen. First of all, foundation primer helps your foundation to last longer. It smooths out your pores and kind of gives your foundation something to stick to, like Velcro. And so you prime your face with this first, and then your CC cream goes on second. CC cream is amazing because it is kind of like tinted moisturizer. It's super light. It's a very natural finish, and it doesn't feel or look heavy and cakey, which is so great. I think that's one of the things a lot of people dislike about certain foundations, but this one you're going to absolutely love. And it just really helps to even out your skin tone and tone down redness and things like that. So we would be matching you with a CC cream if we were doing this during the day, but we want to leave your face ready for bed. But part of the reason that foundation is so important is because it's your environmental protection. So think about this. We just cleansed, exfoliated, toned, and moisturized the face, right? We did 4 of the 5 skincare steps. The minute you walk outside, there is dirt, dust, pollution, free radicals, pollen, like there's stuff in the air. It lands on your skin throughout the day. And so without any barrier there, your skin absorbs those things, which can cause damage and breakouts and things like that over time. And so when you have a layer of foundation on, it kind of acts like a windshield. And so it smooths into your skin, but does not clog your pores. And what it does is it prevents all of the particles from being absorbed into the skin. It'll land on your foundation and then be washed down the drain. And so isn't that great? So you are going to have that extra protection when you wear your foundation. Okay, so that's a wrap. So I'm going to do a couple of things to review, and then I'm going to ask you a couple of feedback questions. So first of all, let me just kind of review what we did and what our regimen was here. So first we had our 4-in-1 cleanser, remember, twice a day, morning and night. Then the other part of the Miracle Set is our day cream and night cream, and then our eye cream. So it's only 4 products, but only 3 steps, okay? So in the morning, it is a cleanser, a day cream, and an eye cream. And then at night, you just swap out 1 product and you have a cleanser, a night cream, and an eye cream. I think we can all do this, right? Like we can handle 3 steps. This is like 90 seconds because I won't be in your bathroom explaining this to you, so it won't take 30 minutes next time. So, okay. So super quick and easy for your regimen. And then you have your add-on options. And so one of those was microdermabrasion. Remember, we do this twice a week. It's the scrubby one that we did. And then we also have our charcoal mask. And so this is one that you can do twice a week as well. Okay, So I want to know, how does your skin feel? What was your favorite product that you tried tonight? So Carolyn, I'm going to start with you. What did you think?
I love it. My face feel awesome. I really
Yay.
like the microdermabrasion because I really could feel the difference in both
Good.
sides.
I
think
love
that's a
it.
good way to demonstrate it.
Yay. I'm glad that you can see and feel a difference. That's wonderful. Good. Miss Joni, well, how about you? What was your favorite product?
The eye cream.
The eye cream.
Yes, I just love how it feels,
Mhm.
and it makes my skin feel smooth and hydrated and lifted.
Yes, absolutely. Good. I know it's a good product. All right, Miss Kathy, what about you? What did you enjoy the most? You're muted, just FYI, you have to unmute.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I love the charcoal mask. I feel it just feels so good.
I
love it.
know.
Yeah, definitely.
Such a good product. It's one of my favorites too. So good. I'm glad you like that. And Lisa, how about you?
My favorite was the cleanser. It makes my face feel really smooth and just clean.
Yes. Oh, I know. It is such a great product. So awesome. Well, I am so glad that you guys all found a product that was your favorite, that you really fell in love with. That is so great. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over some of the specials with you guys. And so you all should have a little packet like this, or a pamphlet like this that came in your packet with some specials that are available. And I'm just going to review them really quick and tell you how you can take advantage of some savings, okay? So the first one, we cover all of the skincare sets that I referenced earlier. You know how I mentioned we have 6 lines, and so you're gonna see all of those represented here. So our Time-Wise Repair, that's our advanced age fighting that retails for $205. Something else I forgot to mention that I always think is important to know is about the use-up rate of this product. As you could tell, a little bit is all you need, right? It's super duper concentrated product. And so a little bit really goes a long way. So I find with my Miracle set, it takes me 4 to 5 months to use that up. And then with the Repair set, it's going to be varying based on the product. But again, 4 to 6 months for most of those products because you just need a tiny little bit, which is awesome. So the Miracle set here is the second one that retails for $110. Then you have our Naturally line. Comes with 4 products for $136. We have our men's line. It has a cleanser, a day cream, an eye cream, and a shaving cream for $81. Our Botanical line also has 4 products. It has a cleanser, toner, moisturizer, and a separate scrub as well for $72. Our Clear Proof is our acne treatment line. So that one comes with a cleanser, toner, acne treatment
Still
gel,
some left, yeah.
and also a moisturizer. And that one's for $45. So if you have teens who are really struggling with breakouts, this is a great option for them. Okay, so our cleansing brush. This is a product that you definitely want to look into because, you know, it just gives you a much deeper clean than washing by hand. And so I love using my cleansing brush at night. And I just, you know, it's amazing how much more makeup it takes off of my face. And I find that my skin has less breakouts and is more clear when I use this on a consistent basis. So that's $75 for our cleansing brush. Our Microderm is $55. So that's what you got to use today on half your face. Okay, let me tell you about this eye care set because this one is amazing. This one includes our eye makeup remover, which I mentioned earlier, and then also our hydrogel eye patches. So if you have puffy, tired, dark circles under your eyes, you need eye patches. These are like literally little slices of heaven. You put it on your eye area. It's like a teardrop shape and you leave it on for 20 minutes. It is the best pick-me-up ever. It feels so good on your skin. You need them. If you are a new mommy, you need them. If you're a working mommy, you need them. So really any woman needs these. They're amazing. So that's the eye care set. Flawless Finish includes our foundation primer, our liquid foundation, and a brush for $59. Then we have our satin set. So I talked about both satin hands and satin lips a little bit earlier. And so those can come together for $59. And then finally our masking set. So we talked about the charcoal mask and we talked about the masking applicator brush, but one product that I did not mention is our moisture renewing gel mask. So if you are more on the dry side, that is one for you. But even if you're oily, you can use it too. So I personally like to sleep in that one overnight. So cool. You can sleep in that mask overnight. you wake up and rinse it off and your face feels like silk in the morning. It is so amazing. And so you can charcoal mask and then do your gel mask and go to sleep in it. And it's just a nice little treat for your face. Okay. So let me tell you what all these different sets mean, because it says, you know, counts as 2 sets or counts as 4 sets. You can build your own collection. And so when you choose 2 of these sets over here, you can choose an additional one for half price. Or when you choose 4 sets, and you can receive a travel roll-up bag for free. So let me show you this travel roll-up bag, because this is something that your bathroom is going to thank you for, okay? So first of all, super cute, right? We've got a couple of different design options. This unrolls and it hangs in your bathroom. So you can hang it like behind the door or from your towel bar, because this little hook here swivels. And all of these pockets are Velcro. So if you are just on the go and you need to grab one pocket and bring it with you, you can totally do that. The nice thing is too that they zip on top so your stuff doesn't fall out. But you can also just roll up the whole bag, grab it, and go. Isn't that so convenient? So let me tell you why I love this. I don't have products all over my counter because they're all in my roll-up bag. So it saves you some space and some clutter in your bathroom, which is great. And it's just super easy to travel because you can just throw all the things you need for your toiletries and your bathroom stuff in there and grab it and go. And so that is usually a $35 bag, but you can get it as a free gift when you take home 4 sets. Or if you were to choose 5 of these sets, then you get 1 additional set for half price and the roll-up bag for free. So there's a lot of ways that you can get some great savings with these little roll-up bag packages, okay? So here's what we're gonna do now. What I wanna do is I'm gonna set up a time to close with each of you privately on Zoom, and we're gonna talk about any questions you have, what your favorite products were, and we're gonna book your second session. And at that time, you can let me know if you wanna do that with friends or, you know, one-on-one. But I want to know who wants to meet with me tonight and who wants to meet with me tomorrow, because I have 2 time slots tonight and I have 2 time slots tomorrow. So I'm just going to go around to each of you. Carolyn, since you are our hostess, I'm going to take you last, so you and I will connect tomorrow. But Joni, what would be best for you? Would you like to close tonight or tomorrow?
Tonight would be fine.
Tonight? Okay, so it's 8:06 now, so probably like 8:15 or 8:30. What would be best?
8:15 sounds great.
Okay, perfect. All right, Kathy, how about you? Do you want to do 8:30 or do you want to do sometime tomorrow?
We can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Daytime, afternoon, evening?
Morning's fine.
Morning? Okay, great.
Yeah.
So I will message you and we'll solidify a time for tomorrow morning. That's perfect.
Perfect.
Okay, Miss Lisa, do you want to do 8:30 tonight or would you like to do tomorrow?
I can do 8:30 tonight.
Okay, perfect. That sounds good. So what's going to happen is Joni and I are going to stay on Zoom, and then Lisa, and you'll just hop back on right at 8:30 on this same Zoom number, okay? Okay, perfect. Well, let's all thank Miss Carolyn for being an amazing hostess. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank
all.
you, Carolyn.
Good job.
You're awesome.
I am so
Thank
glad
you.
that we got to spend some girl time together and that you guys got to pamper yourself, and I hope that you had a lot of fun.
We did.
Awesome. All right. And that's a wrap. So now we're done. So we're still recording. That was our live skincare class. I would love to know what you guys think.
It's great.
Great.
I thought it was really good. Very very educational. I mean, I like the way you take the time and you sell the product, and plus you talked about Mary Kay, and that was and I love the flip chart too. So very, very good. Very good.
Good. Yep.
Now,
Yeah.
quick question, Kelly. You did say that you have add-on pages to your flip chart, right?
Yep, they're on my website. So I have added in some pages to what comes in the flip chart, you know, from the company, because I like to have a little bit more scripting with some of the products that I've added into the presentation. And so if you go to my website under training center and then virtual parties, you should find it there.
Okay, perfect. And then one other question was, I noticed that you did the charcoal mask with everybody, but you didn't do the gel mask. Do you normally do that?
So normally what I do, and I just didn't think to do it because, I don't know, I just didn't think to do it. But normally what I do is if they're combo to oily, I give them charcoal mask. And if they're normal to dry, I give them moisture renewing gel mask. And so based on who my audience is, I will, because sometimes they're all combo to oily, and so I just do charcoal mask. But if I know someone's normal to dry, because I know who, like which formulas I've mailed out, then I'll talk about both of them.
Okay, that's what I wanted to double check because I'm like, since you didn't do it, I just wanted to make sure if it's something that you normally do,
Yeah.
or if it's something that you only do, you only did it today.
It just depends on the class and who's, which formulas are needed.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
Also, too, on the information that you gave, it was nice that you gave us information, but you didn't go on too long.
Good.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
You
that
mean
was
just
awesome.
about like the
Sometimes it's
product?
like, okay, already, but you gave just the right amount.
And do you mean regarding the products or about the business?
Both. All and about Mary Kay, everything. You picked just enough to give us education and to let us know, but you knew when to stop too and not overwhelm.
Mm-hmm. Good. That's
Kelly.
great feedback.
Kelly, I have a question on the little closing sheet that you had in the end of it. I really love that. It's very compact and very thorough. Where did you get this one?
Yeah,
Where can I order that?
You can order it from pinkprinting.com.
Okay.
So, yep,
Mhm.
Printing has these. But I also have created this in a, well, I didn't, my assistant Kristen did, but we have this in like a page that you can actually print out. So if you need to print them, you can and include them in your packets. Or if you just want to order them from Pink Printing, you can do that as well.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Mhm.
And they have them for color as well. So they have like a color closing pamphlet with color sets and things like that. So, yeah.
Good.
I had written a comment or question.
Mhm.
When you're doing the pore minimizer, but you know that whoever is in your class is on the time-wise repair, or that's the age group, can you mix the pore minimizer with the lifting serum?
Yeah, you can do both. Yep, you can do the pore minimizer and then the lifting serum because they're doing different things.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I was gonna say, I like how basic, I don't know, you make it simple to do the virtual party because you're basically just going over the flip chart. I don't know. In my head, I've been thinking like they're so complicated, but you make it really simple.
Good. Yeah, you guys, honestly, I love doing parties this way because it's exactly like what we've always done in person. It's just now we're over a screen, but I do the same presentation in person with people around a kitchen table. And so there's not like a ton of stuff that you have to learn, and that's different if you've already learned how to do parties in person. If you've been new since we went virtual, then this is all you know. But what's nice is that if you master this virtually, then you can do it in person as well because it's literally the same presentation.
Oh, and one question. Can you tell me again when you meet with them on Zoom for the private appointment, what else are you doing besides the second appointment and going over what they'd like? What else are you doing? Anything?
Yeah, so that's something that I'm going to dive into a little bit more on next week's boot camp training. But just to kind of, answer that question now, when you are meeting with them one-on-one to do the individual consultation, you are going to, close the sale and ask them, what they fall in love with, what they want to take home. You're going to book their second appointment. And again, you always want to ask them to be a hostess and get their products for, free or at a discount by inviting some friends to their second session. And then you always want to ask them to do a career chat as well. I really believe that if you like the person and you connected well with them, even if you don't think they're interested, it is worth asking them to do a career chat with you. And we're going to talk about that more next week. Okay?
Thank you.
Those are the 3 things that you do during close. Okay, any other questions?
Excellent, Kelly. Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Enjoy
Good
being
job.
mom. Enjoy being host.
So I wanted to mention one other thing, you guys. Just I didn't want to like break character, shall we say, but when you are doing the marketing portion of your skincare class, you know, I kind of went into it by sharing my eye story and then asking for questions. Some of you might feel comfortable doing that just based on your experience and, you know, how long you've been in the business and just your comfort level with having people ask you questions. But if that's not something you're comfortable with and you want more of a guide, first of all, I do have a more scripted outline in my, you know, flip chart additional pages that you can always reference. Or something that you can do is Mary Kay has a really great team building flyer on section 2. And so you can always order these to stick into your packets and use this as something that you will go over during the class. And so you can kind of refer to it and just, you know, kind of talk about some of the points that are on this page and then ask everyone, okay, if you had to ask me one question about something you're curious about with Mary Kay, what would it be? And allow them to, you know, have questions prompted that way. And so that's just another option I wanted to throw out there in case you are feeling like you need a little bit more structure and things like that. Okay.
Now, why did you choose, or why do you choose to share your eye story during the masking, opposed to the beginning? Because the one thing that I also noticed that you didn't do was you didn't do anything with referrals.
So normally that's something that I'll do a little bit more during the individual consultation. That's just how I've been doing it, more virtually. But I like to do my eye story during the masking portion because it condenses things and it just shortens the presentation a little bit because they're already sitting there for 20 minutes. And so once the mask is on, I can tell them about the product, the charcoal mask. You know, I mentioned a couple other products that they would be trying if we were in person. I do my story and then I allow for, you know, about 10 minutes of Q&A or, you know, whatever about the business. And so I just find it's a good use of time. And so that's why I like to do it that way.
Okay. Only because like I've seen it both, like I've never seen it this way before. And I actually like this format so much better.
Okay.
Format. Because of that, because it seems to relieve that time that you're sitting there. You're not just like waiting.
Yeah.
And you're not trying to figure out what to say or, you know, try to play a game that more than likely they probably don't want to even play.
Yep. And so usually it you know, takes up at least 15 minutes of time to do it that way. And so if you're at 15 minutes, like you can just have them take off the mask a few minutes early if there's like nothing else to say or do at that point. You don't always have to get to 20 minutes, just so you guys know. But that's a huge part of why I like to do it that way. I just feel like it uses up the time well, it kind of condenses and saves time a little bit. And then it's a good segue into sharing information about our business opportunity. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. Kathy, you have one more question?
One more. Did we do the math for 20 minutes? Did you time it for 20?
Yeah.
Because it was getting tight.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just curious. Okay.
Yep. Yep. We took it off a couple minutes early, so it was maybe like 17 minutes, but
Okay.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't want to overrun it, is what I'm saying. You don't want to go past 20 because it was getting tight. Yeah.
Yeah. And just for time's sake, you don't want it to go, you know, past 20
Right.
minutes. So
Okay.
unless you're
Thank
like
you.
having a great conversation and they're asking tons of questions, then that's fine. But usually what I'll do is I'll let them take off their mask and I'll keep answering questions.
Okay.
So.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for participating in week 3 of our virtual boot camp. I hope that this is really beneficial for you. And if you're watching this in the future, I hope that kind of our conversation and questions at the end were helpful for you as well. So please let me know if you have any other questions, and I can't wait to see you all back here for week 4 next week.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Have a great night.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.